Welcome to the Deep Dive. We cut through the noise, bringing you the core insights from stories that really matter.
And today, we're diving into, well, an incredible journey. Jeff Bezos and the absolute titan he built, Amazon.
Right. And just picture this for a second. A guy in a tiny Seattle garage. His desk, seriously, it was a wooden door on some sawhorses.
Yeah. No guarantee of success at all.
None. Just this vision that seems so audacious. Honestly, most people just laughed at him.
They really did.
Yet somehow that idea didn't just change how we shop globally. It basically rewrote the rules of commerce itself.
It's staggering when you think about it.
So our mission today isn't just to recount the story, the what. We want to uncover how. How did Bezos navigate just intense doubt? How did he face near bankruptcy, survive that infamous .com crash? It all came down to this relentless vision, right, and this commitment to innovation.
The customer obsession thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This isn't just another success story you hear about. It's really a masterclass in resilience, I think, and the kind of mindset that builds legends.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how those early challenges, those constraints that seem almost laughable now.
Like the door desk.
Exactly. The door desk, packing books himself. They weren't just things to get over. They actually forced a certain discipline, you know?
Okay. How so?
Well, it embedded frugality and this kind of relentless problem solving deep into Amazon's DNA from day one.
Ah, so it became an advantage later
A
on.
profound competitive edge, yeah. So this deep dive, it's not just about Bezos the man, it's about understanding those core principles, the things that let this seemingly impossible dream become a global empire.
Okay, so to really get it, we need to rewind. Way back. Before the empire, to a very different beginning.
Right.
Jeffrey Preston Bezos, born 1964, Albuquerque, New Mexico. His childhood wasn't exactly standard, raised by his teenage mom and then later his stepfather, Miguel Bezos. But apparently he showed this incredible curiosity really young.
Yeah, it's the story, yeah, taking things apart.
Taking apart clocks, toys, just needing to understand how they worked.
That engineering mindset early on.
Right. So fast forward, he graduates from Princeton, gets a really high-paying job on Wall Street. Looks like he's set, right?
Seems like the logical path.
But he had this other idea nagging at him. This, well, audacious inner dream. Starting an online bookstore.
And this is the early 90s we're talking about.
Exactly. The internet was like barely a thing for most people. A whisper.
Unknown territory.
And let's be super clear, pretty much everyone, his family, even his boss at a top hedge fund, told him, online shopping, Jeff, it'll never work.
Which raises a really critical question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What was it about Bezos? How could he hear all that skepticism, that overwhelming doubt from established people, experts even, and just disregard it?
Most people would have just backed down.
Right. It wasn't just being stubborn, I don't think.
Yeah.
He had this rare ability to see the potential scale, the exponential growth of this new tech.
While everyone else just saw novelty.
Pretty much. He saw the future scale, and that long-term vision just, it dwarfed the skepticism he was hearing in the moment. But, you know, it's probably also true his Wall Street background gave him maybe a different kind of risk tolerance than your average person.
That makes sense. So here's where it gets really, really interesting for me.
Okay.
He just couldn't ignore that vision. So 1994, he makes this huge, probably terrifying decision.
Quits the job.
Quits the high-paying Wall Street job. He and his wife, Mackenzie, they literally drive across the U.S.
Wow.
writing the business plan in the car. Can you imagine that road trip?
Seriously. Fueled by gas station coffee and dreaming big on the highway.
Totally. So they land in Seattle, and Amazon is born right there, out of their garage.
And the legendary desk.
The wooden door on 4 legs, yes.
That's it.
And their delivery system at the very start.
Jeff himself.
Jeff himself, packing books, shipping them out directly.
Incredible.
And those early days sound just brutal, a constant grind. Technical glitches, deliveries were painfully slow.
Oh, I bet.
They had basically no money for marketing. Investor rejections just kept piling up.
Sounds stressful.
Yeah, and at one point, Amazon apparently came really close to running out of cash completely.
Wow, that close.
But through all of that, Bezos had this core philosophy, which became, legendary.
It's always day one.
Exactly. It's always day one. He genuinely seemed to believe that if you keep that startup energy, that raw, customer-obsessed focus...
Then success has to follow eventually.
Right. Keep innovating for the customer, and success will come.
You know, the impact of that day one philosophy, it's not just talk. It's pretty remarkable how it helped them get through adversity.
How so?
Well, it wasn't just a catchy slogan. It actually required this, like, radical openness to change, to pivot, even sometimes to cannibalize your own successful stuff.
Cannibalize? Like what?
Well, think about the Kindle, right? Amazon pushed the Kindle really aggressively,
Yeah, the e-reader.
even though it directly threatened their core business, selling physical books.
Huh. That's a good point.
That's day one in action. You prioritize the long-term customer vision over protecting your immediate revenue streams.
Which is totally different from how most traditional businesses think.
Completely. Traditional thinking often prioritizes immediate profit or just stability. Day one says you're always starting, always experimenting, even when you're huge.
Okay, so that day one mantra keeps them pushing forward. But what happens when the whole internet industry basically faces like an existential crisis?
Yeah, the bubble bursting.
Right. By the late 90s, Amazon had started moving beyond just books, music, electronics, other stuff.
Expanding the catalog.
Then bam, the year 2000, the dot-com crash hits.
And it hit hard.
For anyone who doesn't remember, it was just brutal, a total reckoning for internet companies.
So many just vanished overnight.
Yeah, they were running on these insane burn rates, right? Spending way more than they earned on flimsy tech or crazy marketing.
And they just evaporated.
And Amazon got caught up in it too. Their stock price crashed. It went from, what, $107?
Down to like $6.
$6.
Yeah.
Just incredible. Analysts were predicting bankruptcy left and right.
Oh, yeah. The narrative was grim.
And Jeff Bezos was widely dismissed as, you know, just another internet dreamer whose time was up.
But he didn't fold.
No. Instead of giving up, he doubled down.
Right. Connecting this to the bigger picture, it really shows how true innovation, true resilience, it's often forged in crisis, not just when things are good.
So it wasn't just about cutting costs like marketing.
Well, they did cut costs, but it was deeper than that. It involved ruthlessly optimizing their back end, their logistics, their delivery systems.
Turning a potential liability into a strength.
Exactly. He turned what was often a tech mess for others into this lean, adaptable operation that could actually outlast the collapse. Now, his vision was key, obviously. But let's be honest, Amazon also had deeper pockets and a longer cash runway than many competitors.
Because of earlier funding rounds.
Yeah, thanks to earlier funding. And that allowed them to double down on things like customer reviews, faster delivery options.
While competitors were just trying not to die.
Precisely. Focusing on the customer experience during the crash was strategically brilliant. It built this foundation of trust and let them emerge way stronger on the other side.
And emerge stronger, they absolutely did. Amazon actually became profitable in 2003.
Finally in the black.
And then over the next decade or so, these key innovations didn't just grow the company, they completely transformed it into a tech giant.
Things like Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
which was genius, right? Locking customers into this subscription with convenience as the, like, ultimate loyalty driver.
And free shipping, yeah.
Huge. And then there's AWS, Amazon Web Services.
Which is fascinating because it grew out of their own needs.
Exactly. The massive IT infrastructure they built just to power their own growing retail site.
They realized other people would need that too.
Right. It eventually became AWS. This wasn't just another product line. It was this revolutionary cloud computing platform. They were basically renting out their massive computing power and storage.
You other businesses, yeah. Startups, big companies, everyone.
And it became this sort of invisible backbone for countless online services. And, crucially,
Amazon's most profitable division. By far.
yeah, it really highlights how, like, a company's internal needs solving your own problems
Can spark entirely new industries. AWS wasn't some grand plan from day one product-wise.
No.
No, it was Amazon's solution to its own scaling issues. And Bezos had the foresight to see that other companies would face the same problems.
Turning a cost center into a massive opportunity.
A multi-billion-dollar opportunity. It's just testament to thinking differently about the assets you already have, unlocking incredible value.
And just like that, from that one garage.
The wooden door desk.
A vision everyone doubted. Amazon grows into this trillion-dollar empire. And Jeff Bezos, for a time, the world's richest man.
It's an unbelievable trajectory.
But he apparently never forgot that core lesson. Failure is part of invention.
Embracing failure.
He often told his teams, you know, be ready to experiment and fail. Because only through failure can you maybe create something truly groundbreaking.
Which is easy to say, harder to do.
True. And his vision didn't just stop with Amazon, did it?
No. Now he's pouring resources into space. Blue Origin.
Right. Aiming to make life multiplanetary. Another small goal.
Just a little side project. But look, Bezos's journey from that garage to the absolute heights of global business, it really proves something fundamental, I think.
Which is?
That a truly build vision combined with that relentless customer focus and just the raw courage to strategically risk it all, it can actually change the world.
Yeah.
It's a powerful testament to perseverance.
Yeah.
Even when the path forward is completely unclear and, frankly, the odds look terrible.
So thinking about that, what's the one dream maybe you've been afraid to chase?
Hmm.
After hearing about Jeff Bezos' journey, and maybe promise yourself you'll take that first small step today.
Yeah.
We really hope these deep dives give you the knowledge, the insight, maybe even a little push to do just that, quickly and thoroughly.